Well, it's time to try out the new motor. First thing I have to do, I'm going to turn a shot glass. So I need to replace the jaws because they're not big enough to adapt to my project that I'm working on here. So this is my Supernova 2 upgraded with quick change jaws from Nova, and I'm going to add a different set of spigot jaws. You'll notice that this all goes pretty darn quick when you don't have to replace all the screws. And viola, nice and secure. Alright, I have a Garapa blank on here. Garapa is a Brazilian hardwood, and I'm going to start off at about 1200 RPMs. That's it for the outside cutting. It's now time to work on the inside, which we have to do some drilling. So I'm going to cut my speed down. First I'm going to turn this thing off, get my tailstock out of the way. Okay, the tailstock has now been fitted with a drill. I'm going to set this on at 250 RPMs in order to do the drilling. And I have reached my little magnetic depth stop. Nice little rare earth magnet. Works great in this kind of a situation. And next will be on to the cutting. And now it's time to hollow out the inside and follow the shape of the outside. And for that, I'm going to use this little joy, which is a termite tool. My very best set of calipers to check the thickness. And I got a little lump in there I want to remove. And it's time for sanding. And sanding is going to happen at 500 RPMs and in reverse. Okay, it's time for the sanding. And I'm going to use my function 2, which happens to be 500 RPMs. I'm going to put it in reverse, press the on button, and away we go. I'll use 3 grits of sandpaper. I'll start with 150 and I'll work my way down to 320. I'll show you the 150. I think you all know how to sand, so I don't know an awful lot of reason to show you all the grits. Got to get the mouth real soft. We don't want people cutting their lips on these bad boys. I like to sand in reverse, but a lot of people don't really trust their lathes. The Supernova 2 chuck that I use is very stable, as long as it's not running at 3,000 RPMs in reverse, which I don't recommend anybody do. Ordinarily I would use dust collection, but that's a little tough to do a video with that thing blasting. You wouldn't be able to hear a word I said. Alright, that's it for the 150. I'll finish up with 240 and 320, and then we'll start with the next step. Well, now it's time to get a little bit of finish on this. I'm using General Finishes Top Coat, which is a water oil based urethane, which is nice because it doesn't have any VOCs. In 24 hours it cures to be alcohol safe and people safe, which is rather important for a shot glass. It will get more coats, but the first one always goes on the lathe because that way I can burn it in. I can melt that finish right into the wood. It does a real good job of sealing everything. And like my hero, Captain Eddie Castellan, will tell you, never bring a piece of cloth to the lathe. I use paper towels. They do just as good a job. And if it gets caught in there, it's just going to tear the towel instead of ripping my fingers off. And that part's done. Well, now it's time to cut the piece off of here, and you'll notice I have a little wooden extension on my Nova Live Center, or for the tailstock, and it's not really touching the piece of wood right at the moment. It's about 1/8 of an inch away. That's just to keep the shot glass from going flying after I cut it off. I need to put it back on forward, and I need to put the speed up to about 1400. That's where this tool works best. This is a Easy Wood tool, parting tool. And the shot glass is done. Like I said, it will receive some more coats of finish, but that's what the shot glass looks like. People in the trade shows absolutely love these. I sell about 200 of them a year.